Welcome to Perth's #1 podcast. You're listening to the Jamo and Dylan Show.
Yeah, we're on the way to Dunsborough. Little mad trip with the boys. We're celebrating.
G'day guys, how you going? And welcome back to the Jamo and Dylan Show. This is episode 3, and we're back. I'm happy to be here. I've had my knee surgery. It was on Monday afternoon. So it's been a rough couple of days. I've been drugged up.
Everything, mate.
Yeah, if you're watching on YouTube, you can see that I'm sitting in a bit of a different position. You know, I'm keeping the leg elevated. I'm doing what I can to have a quick recovery, Dylan.
Yeah. Well, let's go into it a bit. Tell us. So obviously you went in.
Yeah, went in on Monday morning. Monday about 1 o'clock.
Yeah. Surgery was at 2.
Yeah, it got pushed back to about 4. And it went for 2 hours and something. Anyway, so I was shitting myself. And I know I paid for the surgery.
It's scary, mate.
Bupa helped me out a bit because Good Health Fund, please sponsor. But all in all, the surgery went well, longer than expected because there was a bit of stuff that they needed to fix up.
Yeah, there was some extra stuff in there they cleaned up too, didn't they?
Yeah, so basically, displaced kneecap, they had to take a bit of my hamstring, replace it, use it as a tendon or something, use metal bolts, put them into my kneecap and my bone, and I don't know. I didn't want to know all about that stuff.
He told you that, didn't he?
He told me all about it. Very queasy. Threw up a few times. So
yeah, you weren't in a good way.
Wasn't in a good way. A lot of anaesthetic was running through my body.
A lot of time off as well now.
Yeah, 3 months off from work. Hope work's going well for everyone there. How
about the anaesthetist? Anaesthetic guy, mate.
$980. $980. Yeah. So that's for 2 hours anaesthetic, $980, and I paid $360 of it.
Mate. He must be living a lavish life.
He must be, hey.
What'd you? But the physio as well. How much are you paying?
Oh, that's silly.
To walk across the road.
Yeah, I've taken the knee brace off for now, but I have to wear a knee brace so there's no sideways movement. Anyway, it cost $140 for the knee brace, which I'm going to have to pay him reluctantly, and then I have to pay $100 for him to come and put the knee brace on me.
That's rough.
Took 3 minutes, mate. And he works next door.
There's some big money in
money.
Medicine.
Huge money in medicine, and especially physio.
That's crazy though.
Yeah.
And how's the recovery been at home? How are you feeling? Rough?
I'm feeling rough.
A lot of help.
A lot of help from my girlfriend, Dad, you, Josh, Mum, Bridie every now and then. That's my sister. But yeah, recovery, it's very uncomfortable. Like, I'm not going to lie, I'm in pain right now.
Yeah. But,
got to get the potty out. Love talking to you guys.
Just before.
Yeah.
About 10 minutes ago, you were actually really bad.
I know, but, I'm piping up because it's potty time, mate.
Yeah, exactly. You got to put on the show.
You got to put on the show.
Day.
Put on a show for Perth, Australia, Switzerland.
Big dance, mate.
UK. We've had some international listeners.
Where was the place in the UK? There was a certain place. West Brom or something. It was something like
Wigan.
that.
It was Wigan. Yeah. Shout out to everyone from Wigan.
Athletic, mate.
All 2 listeners from Wigan. Hope you're having a great day or night. Really.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So basically, I'm going to be like this for a very long time. It's not ideal.
Next few podcasts, probably. Definitely.
Yeah. Speaking about next few podcasts, we've been messaging a lot of people from Perth and outer areas just trying to get a guest. And obviously,
it's hard.
We're young boys. We don't have much money. So we don't really have the pull to bring guests in, although we are Perth's #1 podcast.
Message a lot of people.
We
nearly 50 between us, I reckon.
I think at least 50 because I messaged a few more.
Yeah, that's a lot.
We had a couple of people reply. Hayden Ballantyne said nothing. He just left me on scene.
Freak.
Yeah, not ideal from the short fella, midget boy. And then who else?
I didn't get any replies, man. Not even Rapture. Neil Scott.
Yeah,
who do you
Neil
think you
Scott.
are, mate? You flog.
And the girl that got spiked, no
didn't
replies.
reply either. That shows she's talking shit. Didn't even want to come on.
The bloke who created Street X.
Yeah. At least he replied to you.
He replied, but he's a bit busy. Couldn't find an hour of his time for us. But
that's all right. He'll want to come on Monday.
Yeah, it'll be his loss at the end of the day when we're huge and we're getting paid a lot of money for this. But
we did get someone though.
We did get someone, and we hope he sticks by his word.
Yeah.
Perth comedian Andrew Wolf.
Accountant /
comedian. He performed at an open mic night a few months ago that we went to on a Wednesday night, and he was just doing some of his...
We didn't really know who he was.
Nah, but he put me in tears, remember? Yeah. I was crying so much, laughing so much that I cried.
He was elite.
He was very good.
And he's had a decent crack at the comedian life.
Yeah, I think it was 8 or 9 years ago. We'll get more into it when we talk to him.
Yeah.
We don't exactly know when that will be,
But it's
but
happening.
we have a comedian coming on the podcast. It'll be very good vibes, and hopefully we get some
good laughs out of it.
good laughs out of him. Hopefully he's got some stories.
Oh, he must, mate. He
Wolfie.
did Melbourne Comedy Festival.
It was called
like
something else, but it was
He's had a
over east.
big stage. He's had a crack, and you could tell he was comfortable.
Very comfortable, very
That's good.
experienced. I believe he's from New South Wales as well.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll get into that another time.
But yeah, it's just good to know.
Very
We're
good to know.
securing some names.
We are. So yeah, we'll skip my knee. You know, if you want to talk to me about it, just chuck me a message, and I'll let you know how I'm travelling.
Put a photo up of yourself, like when you were.
Oh yeah, there's a couple of
surgery,
photos.
Yeah, Tay took a few.
Yeah, there's a few bad ones too. I look like I was dead.
Yeah,
I was white,
you
pale,
were, mate.
pretty much dead. But yeah, vomited a few times, and
It's 4 days ago now. Time flies, doesn't it?
time flies. But yeah, I still can't walk. I get bathed pretty much. I'm a cripple. But yeah,
That's all right.
I've had a lot of time to do things in bed. Yeah. No, but I play FIFA a lot. I watch Netflix a lot.
Yeah.
And I've been getting into Love Island.
Yeah, I'm big in. I've never watched it before. I'm watching Love
This is
Island
your first
Australia.
season.
Yeah,
So
I've watched every episode, man.
Yeah.
I love it.
I used to be reluctant to tell people that I watch it.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, there's no shame. I'm comfortable with who I am now.
Same. I've decided to just be open about it.
That's it.
Because if
So-
people can tell that you really like something,
Yeah.
then they begin to like it. Like if you can tell someone's really into and passionate about something, you're kind of like, oh,
Yeah.
Even like some tutors at uni,
Right.
I might hate the subject, but if they're hell into it, really passionate, I'll be like, it's kind of cool that they're so interested in something.
Like you can
It's just
still
nice.
respect it?
I can respect it, but
Yeah.
I just think it's boring as shit.
Yeah. Everyone's different at the end of the day.
But yeah, but on Love Island, it's
Very interesting.
Yeah.
So I've been big on it. I watched the UK one
yeah.
probably like 3 years ago, and I've been keeping up
Is
with
the talent
UK
better?
one.
Line up better? Would you say?
I feel like UK is more experienced with it.
Yeah,
Because
so
this
they-
is what, second one for
I'm
Australia?
not sure.
I think it's the second Australian one. And
But this is the first time I've watched it. It's alright. There's a few
Yeah.
people I like.
yeah, name them.
I like Anna. We both said, is that her name?
Yeah, Anna, new girl.
She's pretty good.
Yeah,
She's
she-
the best, like
Probably.
physically, I reckon. Just
Yeah.
Which guys do I like? I don't mind Tattoo Boy.
Adam.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
there's also
It's shit haircut, Adam.
yeah.
Rubbish
trash.
haircut,
He seems
mate.
like a bit of fun though.
Yeah, bit of fun, good laugh.
And also Gerard, who
Jared.
went to.
Is it Gerard or
I don't
Jared?
know. But he did go to our gym.
He went to our gym.
Snap Fitness. Me and Jamo and our mate Rog used to go there.
Shout out Canning Vale Snap Fitness.
And,
we're not with you anymore, but
Yeah.
we had a good couple of months when I went there without paying.
Yeah. But he used to go there, and I was like, it's just interesting. Now he's on Love Island. He's got no luck though.
No, he hasn't had much luck at all.
I guess the other guys there's some big boys in there.
Huge boys. Like he's a big. Like at our gym, he was one of the biggest there.
And then he goes on there, he looks small. They got some big boys on
Huge
that.
guys like that.
Twins.
Owen, yeah, the two big twins.
Even the other guy, I think his name's Matt. He's like 6'4".
He's huge. He's a bit weird though, isn't he?
He's a bit weird.
Yeah, he's an odd cat.
But yeah, there's some big boys. It must be hard. That
Yeah.
Maurice guy's weird.
Maurice is very strange.
rate him.
I don't. Oh, he's not very fond
I
of
don't
him
like
at all.
him. I think he referred to himself as Brad Pitt or something in one.
Yeah, he said he looks nothing like Brad Pitt.
Nothing. You wish, mate. That's an insult to Brad
Yeah.
Pitt. Like, he's a weirdo.
Yeah.
I don't know how he hasn't been eliminated yet.
He looks like a Brazilian stripper who bats for the other team.
Yeah, 100%. That's a really good.
hmm
Yeah, I don't rate him,
Yeah.
but the show's alright.
Yeah, it's a bit of like light entertainment,
It's crazy that chick.
soft porn,
What's
if
her
you will.
name? Yeah. What's her name? And she's
Which girl?
19. Church girl.
Clitoris. No, what's her
What is
name?
it? It's not Cynthia. Cynthia's the black
The
girl.
darker girl. Yeah.
What's her name?
Oh,
You know-
Cartier.
Cartier.
Yeah.
19, bro. That's young. And that Adam guy, she's seen him on the show. He's 27. Big age
Really?
gap.
It's huge age gap.
But yeah, 19, that's young.
It is very young, especially for a show like that. A lot of
On Love
exposure.
Island.
And they all blow up. Their
100%.
Instagrams. They pretty much got jobs after this.
Well, yeah, that girl, Anna, the new one, already was kind of big on
Already
Instagram.
pretty big,
I think,
yeah.
and now she's just, everyone's in love with her.
Rocketing.
And
Yeah.
everyone loves Owen. All the girls froth over him.
Yeah, he's just a shit honey badger.
Yeah, he's a bit of a flog, I reckon. Like, Like he's well built. I'll give him that and stuff.
He's a huge
He's
guy.
a mammoth, bro.
I can see why girls are attracted to
Yeah,
him.
because it's just the sheer size of him.
Yeah,
like,
and they say he's a manly man.
he really is.
But then there was one quote that he said, I don't know, a couple episodes ago, and he said something like, "Oh, I never feel comfortable in this place."
Oh.
Bro, if you're the hardest man there, you're the big guy.
You can tell those twins feel comfortable already, mate.
100%.
They're
They've got each
alpha.
other.
Yeah, that's the thing.
They
love it.
They do love it, and they've stirred the pot already.
They just come in. They don't care.
They don't care, and that's if I had my best mate or a twin.
Oh,
Imagine having a twin. It'd be funny, wouldn't
I
it?
reckon it'd be good, and you just feel confident in every situation
You would,
because there's two of you.
for sure, mate. So Love Island, a lot of people shit talk it,
Yeah,
and
it's like just,
to be fair, no,
I can see
it's
why.
trash.
100%. Yeah, I can see why people don't like it.
It's trash.
I
but-
used to shit talk it and shows like that, but it's just it gets you, man.
Yeah, it does.
Don't knock it till you try it.
You got to give it a
I
chance.
reckon most people get addicted to it in a way.
Mm-hmm.
It's just good. Like
Yeah.
I get mad if I miss it on.
It gives you everything you need, really.
Mhm.
You get a bit of bum.
Yeah, because they're always cheeky.
Yeah.
Bit of boob.
Yeah.
Some-
So 1, it's cheeky. 2, you can get a laugh out of it.
Yeah.
3, it's
Just a
something
bit
to kill
entertaining.
time.
Yeah, good, and it's on at a good time at night.
And if you have a partner, it's good to watch with them because you
Yeah.
get their opinions, and it's always a good.
Yeah, like Carly hadn't seen any of it,
Mhm.
and then she watched one episode with me, and she was starting
Yeah.
to get into it. Like you can already tell she's clawing her in. Like
Yeah.
it just gets you.
Yeah.
But nah, it's a good show.
I hate it. I get a bit protective when Owen walks in and then Tay's eyes light up.
Yeah, because you
And
just
then
can't compete.
you
Not
can't
with
compete.
6'5".
Yeah, but
mate.
even if you give me 6 years,
Yeah,
I won't look anywhere
because
near him.
and it's not you don't have the height either.
I can't
That's the
grow.
thing. I
And-
can't grow 5
Mm.
inches. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, inches. Yeah.
And it's hard, like, when girls, like, they come in the villa and they say, "Oh, I love tall boys."
Yeah.
And then you can be the best bloke. But if you're, like, 5'11", 5'10",
And then there's 6'5".
and 6'5",
like,
you've got no
mammoth, bro.
chance. You could be the best bloke on the planet. But no, if you're too short, backseat, you can watch us. So, yeah, it's not ideal for shorter men in life, really.
Yeah, especially when you got 2 mammoth, like 6 foot,
100%.
Matt and
Mm.
whatever his name is, Owen.
We
big
touched
boys.
on little people in episode 1.
Yeah,
Dwarves,
Yeah.
midgets. And I'd love to see a midget Love Island, or just they
Yeah,
throw a midget
one
in there and
no
see.
action.
No, I reckon one girl would claw on because,
To the midget boy,
of course, because
they all look the same.
I think everyone will have one regret in their life,
And that's
in
the-
terms
yeah.
of like girls and boys that they see, and if they see a midget, they'll be like,
That's
"Oh
a
my
good
god,
regret.
that's the guy from, Game of Thrones or
Mm.
something
I
like
know what you're
that."
saying.
Because there's always like a famous midget in every country.
100%.
I don't know who Australia's is.
We must have one.
Remember Hornswoggle from WWE?
Yeah.
He'd make an appearance once a month, and I bet you he got a
He was
lot
excited.
just because girls froth fame.
They really do.
Mm-hmm.
Frothing. They'll love us more than Owen once we're
Yeah,
big and famous.
big boy Owen, the twins.
Maybe we'll try and get him on.
We could do. Maybe go a trip to over east.
Make his seat small though, so
Yeah, yeah.
doesn't diminish us.
Yeah, and
That's alright.
yeah, maybe we go to the gym for a bit,
Yeah.
just to build up a little bit.
Yeah, well, definitely.
Because-
Just to not look miniature.
Yeah, we can't compete
I don't want to look like a midget.
next to him.
Ah,
Even if we got big, we'd probably still look like a midget.
that's what I mean. Well, it's like that Jared,
Yeah.
how you say his name. He
Yeah.
looks nothing compared to him.
Yeah, I know.
And I'm like, man, that guy was ripped
Mhm.
at gym. Like I used to look at him and be like, this guy is like on it.
Then you look at like the levels of men. So
Yeah.
you've got us,
Yeah.
decent looking guys. I'm not going to say
sure.
we're amazing, but we're not shit.
And then there's
And then
Mammoths.
let's say you get to, like, you look at like a bloke at the gym that you go to gym with, and he's like bigger than you.
yeah.
And then there's another size. Like, they just keep increasing.
Yeah, I know,
and
there's
then you
always
get
someone bigger.
behemoth.
7 foot dunkers, bro, in basketball.
actually 7 foot. Is that too tall?
I
What's the
reckon.
max
I
height
reckon
for
like
a female?
6'5" is a good like that.
Mm.
Oh, I reckon because once you get too high, it's like gangly,
Yeah,
like lanky.
yeah. You can't like the body movements aren't normal.
Yeah, and it's just like instead of going like people would look at and be like, oh, you're so tall.
Yeah.
But once you get too tall, it's like, fuck, you're tall.
Yeah,
like,
and you're
you
just
lanky
looking up,
cunt,
and then
you
they
know what
need
I
like
mean?
neck surgery. Yeah,
It's too. It can be too much. I reckon that's 6'5".
6'5".
I reckon perfect. Like I would, if I could pick, I'd be like a 6'3", like a good 6'3".
Or a 6'4".
Yeah.
Mm.
Even if
sure.
6'2" is nice, it sounds good. 6'2".
Yeah, but even like walking into a room and looking down on people is such an alpha thing.
I agree. It's a real alpha moment.
Yeah, like up until a couple of years ago when I started growing, like
Yeah.
I was looking up at everyone. So beta. Like,
Yeah.
and I remember year 7, 8, and 9, I was shorter than most girls.
And it just hurt.
Well, I'm looking up at the girls.
Yeah, that's then.
And then it takes.
They're
like,
thinking you're a cute little
Exactly.
pet, you know.
Yeah, pet, pretty much.
Yeah.
I get patted on the head, bro. And then come year 11, I was taller than them, and they still didn't want me because you were that small kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, look at me now.
First number one podcast.
Anyway, moving on. You had something you wanted to tell me about physios.
Yeah. Well, it's just. I know a lot of. I feel like there's an influx of people wanting to be physios lately. I never knew it was such a desired job.
Yeah.
And I just know a lot of people doing it
Yeah.
at uni, and I've always wondered, like, what's the
main attraction?
why is it considered as such a golden job now? And then I just had a little chat that, like, physios are basically prostitutes in a way, because they're getting paid to touch people and make them feel good.
Yeah, 100%.
And it's one-on-one, you know.
Well, you think
it's like formal prostitution in a way, physiotherapy.
Yeah,
you know?
legal. And
it's legal.
If I pull a muscle in my penis,
you get a happy ending.
Can you go to a physio? If you
Probably. There would be someone who's gone there before.
100%.
And then it definitely is. I mean, it fits the criteria. Pay for physical contact, leave feeling better and happy.
100%, bro.
So yeah, I just wonder what...
So physio is a prostitute. So if you're going into physio, it's probably the same money. Like, I know some prostitutes...
make good money, bro.
Some
like
escorts,
high class ones.
Maybe physios are escorts.
Yeah.
Because higher class, more money involved. And I know that...
Getting with old people too. Yeah, because also another thing was physio. I feel like they all think they're going to be rubbing down like Josh Kennedy or Nat Fyfe.
Yeah, and they end up in hospital.
But you're going to end up at Armidale Hospital rubbing down Nana, you know, because she's done her hip for the 5th time.
Yeah.
Granddad's hairy back. Like, that's what... I don't know. I just don't see the obsession with it.
Yeah.
But if that's your choice, that's your life.
And it's really... It's quite hard to get into.
I know. It's competitive.
Like our mate Josh.
Yeah. He's struggling.
Trash time management, which we'll get onto soon.
Right. After this, we will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He wants to do physio, and he's had to take a crazy pathway to get there.
It's just hard.
I've no doubt that he'll get there. He's a smart cookie.
Yeah, but because he's dedicated, he wants it.
Exactly. He really wants it.
But yeah, it just seems like a lot of work.
Yeah, it's a lot of work. I mean, you need to be crazy talented to do it. But at the end of the day, if someone stuffed their back, just punch their back.
Yeah.
If you punch it enough times, something will happen and it will go back in place. So there's no worries.
I know. Yeah, I just want to understand. I wish maybe someone watching can explain the obsession with physiotherapy and why everyone wants it. Is the pay really good? I don't know the pay scale.
The pay is good. Pay's very good.
Okay,
because
maybe that's why then.
It's like psychologists, everyone that does like a personal health type thing gets paid a lot.
Okay.
Like, think of what I was saying before about the guy who came and checked me for 5 minutes.
$100 straight
$100. Ridiculous.
But yeah, just all you physios, you will not be working for the West Coast Eagles or Fremantle, or probably not even Perth Glory.
Each club probably has, 2, 3?
Yeah.
Just a few physios.
They already know. And they're always old.
Yeah, old because you need experience to do those jobs.
Yeah.
So, you know, if you're 21 and you're a girl and you are rubbing down Josh Kennedy and Nat Fyfe,
good job.
Well done.
But to all the other 21-year-olds, that's not going to be you.
Exactly. You'll be in hospital rubbing down Nana, just like you said.
Rubbing down Nana. Rubbing her feet.
Just clicking things back into place.
Filthy, mate.
Oh, Bradley, my hip. Bradley.
Disgusting.
And then you just got to clock it back into place.
She's got a gown on.
Gown on.
Old
maybe.
ass hanging out.
Yep. Wrinkle.
Disgusting.
Yeah, but back onto time management, like we touched on before.
Peeve, bro.
It's huge. Lately we've experienced it a fair bit.
Yeah.
With our girlfriends, just slowing down time. And time's the most precious commodity on earth.
100%. Like that movie, you seen it? Justin Timberlake. It's called In Time.
I think I have.
And they pay for stuff with time.
Yeah, I actually watched it at school.
Yeah,
as a dystopian film.
Same, exactly.
Mm-hmm. No. Time is very precious, and I feel like because sometimes, I'm not saying all the time, because most of the time my girlfriend is on time.
Yeah, mine's pretty bad with time.
Yeah. And it's mainly, I think it's a personal thing, because they want to do their things first, which is fine, but tell us the time that you'll definitely see us.
I just hate people who are late.
I think 5 minutes either way is
Yeah.
acceptable, but if you're in 20 minutes, half an hour, that is wasting time.
Don't waste my time. Like,
Yeah.
it's rude. I hate late, bad time manager, any of it, man. It's just like, it's fucking...
Oh, he doesn't like it.
I
He's
hate
feeling
it.
it. I got like this last week talking about Chrissy Brown.
Yeah. It's
I'd
just
get
like,
really angry.
oh, man, why? Like, well, just don't waste my time, man. Don't.
Yeah. Time is
Yeah.
precious. Don't waste time.
Time is life.
Time management, yeah.
I feel like it's not hard to be on time either.
No.
Like, it's harder to not be on time. It's just rude.
Yeah, 'cause you have to
It's
do
rude to
more.
waste someone else's time.
Yeah, exactly.
And Rog was late today, the bastard.
He was
He was
very
late
late.
from his late time.
Yeah, so he was supposed to come here at 11:30 a.m. and then he messaged at 11:30 and said, "Oh,
Packing my lunch.
I'm
Packs
packing
a
my
lunch.
packing my
he's
lunch.
20 years old this year.
I'm gonna come to your house and pack lunch." And then he ends up saying, "Oh, I'll be over at 12:05." Rocks up at 12:15.
Ridiculous. 45 minutes late.
Silly. And brings a
And 10
banana and a
minutes.
sandwich and didn't bring us anything. Actually, no. Chocolates in the
Yeah,
background.
he
He
bring
bought me. That's respect.
Shit ones though.
Yeah.
The shittest favourites I've ever had. But it was still nice that he...
Yeah, it's nice that he did it, but it's also probably
I thought about bringing you a present last night, but it didn't cross my mind today at all.
no. That's okay. Like sometimes I think about doing things the next day and I never get around to it
Yeah.
because the thought goes.
I thought about your funeral. If
Oh,
you died in hospital.
That's a quick story. We'll
Yeah.
sidetrack. So when I was in hospital, I did get a fair few messages from you guys, which was great, and I loved it because I was feeling really bad. I couldn't get back to a lot of them because I was out of it,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, yeah.
Like I opened my phone and I got motion sickness from moving my phone. Anyway, you messaged me and apparently you messaged Tay and my sister and said, "Is he alive?"
And then it got to like 6 or or 7. I was like, is he alright? Like,
well, I don't think I woke up until 6:30.
yeah, I know. So I messaged both of them, eh?
And then I remember later on I didn't respond to your message or something, and then 11 o'clock I woke up and I was active on Instagram, and you in capital letters said alive. Yeah, bro, I'm alive. I'm not feeling good, but I'm still here.
I thought you were gone, mate. I had envisioned it, funeral, everything.
I think
This
about
show
that a
would
fair
blow
bit.
up.
Like if you died, the funeral.
I think about people's funerals and what would happen. My own, like,
Yeah.
it's not a fantasy because that sounds a bit like I like it.
Yeah, no,
But it's
you're
nice to think
imagining,
about.
Yeah, preparing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, I'll just think about what I'd say,
yeah.
carrying the casket, or what would happen at my funeral. Just, yeah, it's good to think about. It humbles you.
It does humble you.
Could be tomorrow.
Exactly. And
Nah,
if you think about
next
it,
week, it usually takes like a week.
you're more prepared though.
Yeah, I'm prepared.
Yeah. At least
Gotta
you're
write a will.
prepared. Yeah.
But yeah, it's good to think about.
People who go to university tend to have shit time management.
Yeah.
I remember when I went to uni, I didn't like it that much.
Yeah, I'm good with time management at everything, but because I hate uni, I'm assignments. Like, I have a big one due Sunday, which I haven't even thought about till just right then.
Right. Okay.
And it's just because it kills your soul a little bit sometimes.
It does. Yeah. It's a dagger to the heart a lot of the time, and you always see people walking into lectures late or not rocking
everyone
up
just
to the
looks dead,
tubes.
dread.
Yeah, dead and dread.
As the year goes on, I notice at Murdoch,
People drop away.
yeah, the car park's starting suddenly less and less.
It's got some spots.
First day, mate, it's fucking packed. You can't
Yeah,
find it. And then,
I experienced day one
Yeah.
and then never came
and then
back.
you never went back. No, I've been pretty slack. I'm alright at the start of semesters.
Yeah,
I'm pretty on it. Then I miss a lecture and then it just rolls on. And I haven't been in like 4 weeks.
yeah.
I've been to one class.
It's not
Shithole.
ideal, but you're doing what you want to do.
Yeah,
No?
it's kind of just like something I'm doing. I don't want to work full time. I know that.
Yeah.
So it's just something to do in the meantime while this takes off. And then
Yeah.
so I've
Hopefully
got
this takes off by the time.
like 3 or 3.5 years. This will take off by then, so I won't
Yeah,
actually
sure.
need to be a teacher.
That's true.
Yeah.
But if shit comes to shit, you will have to be a teacher and work 5 days a week.
Yeah, I want to work 3 days a week.
Yeah. Right.
I don't want to work 5 days a week.
Yeah, it's fair enough.
2 days to have fun.
2-day weekend is really average.
I want 4-day weekend.
4-day weekend is something we can push for. I think 3-day
It's good.
could possibly happen.
I think this is like we're just opening the opportunity for us to live the life we want, bro.
Yeah. Well,
Have full control over when you want to work.
100%.
That's what it's about.
And I don't feel like this is work.
No way, but it is. Like Joe Rogan does it.
Exactly. I put in work. We put in work thinking of ideas.
Yeah.
I
All
edit
week.
this. And then you know,
And then it's the magic happens.
when it comes out, I feel whole. I feel wholesome.
Same, it excites me.
It excites me
the
too.
enjoyment we got just before we were about to
Mhm.
start it. It was, and we're not
Yeah.
even getting viewed by that many people.
No.
It's still really sick.
We're in good spirits though. Like just before this, because we knew what we're going to do. That we're going to give this to people. People are going to respond. It's a good feeling.
100%.
And to share our thoughts on the world. You know, last week we had a pretty controversial. With some
and
things
we didn't
that
even.
said.
We weren't really gonna upload the last one. We thought it
No.
wasn't very good.
Yeah, but at the end of the
it turned
day,
out okay.
like people are getting cancelled, and you know people say things, and people crack the shits about it. But at the end of the day, people like the online persona is so different to what they put out normally.
Yeah,
and we
they're not
want to be
being
as
them.
transparent
Yeah.
as we can.
Like, just be from the start, bro, so they know. Like,
Everyone in life should be themselves. This is
100%.
our viewpoint. So
you shouldn't have to fake it to get anywhere, man.
Yeah, exactly. And we want to put out how we want to be perceived.
Yeah.
But we want to be perceived as us.
Yeah,
Not
because that's
as-
what works.
Not as an alternate figure. Like a lot of the people, like news presenters, obviously that's their job
Yeah.
to act in that way. But they're never going to come across as a dickhead.
100%.
They're always going to try and be nice and nice. But then if you see them on a night
They
out,
might be a dickhead. 100%.
they might be bashing up three.
Yeah.
You
just don't know.
Yeah. So
You don't know people. So, like with Hamish and Andy, you know who they are, what they're like.
because they've been pretty transparent.
Yeah.
And like before,
I still feel like they would. They're obviously like a bit of PG.
yeah,
in a way.
PG and PC,
Yeah.
politically correct.
Definitely they are.
Yeah,
They
and
never really get involved in any controversies.
when
or
you're up at a
anything.
real high level, especially working for people,
Yeah.
there's contracts and stuff you have to
Yeah.
stick by. But if you're working for yourself,
Yeah, like Joe Rogan, he
Rogan.
does not care. And I watched his thing, and he was like, as we were talking about, just doing what you want. He was like, man, like stuff working 9 to 5
Yeah.
just kills you.
Mhm.
It does, man. It
does.
It kills you as a person. Kills
Yeah.
your soul.
all humans are made to work 9 to 5,
Bro, it's
fuel,
not right.
fuel the economy and die. That's pretty much what happens.
It's not right. There's no way
Mhm.
that's right.
So that's why we're petitioning for people to follow their dreams, work as hard as you can
Yeah,
to do what you want and live your life.
100%.
Don't live
bro.
a life, the life that society wants you to.
Live yours,
Don't
bro.
conform to society's norms. If you
No.
want to, that's fine.
Yeah, if that's what you want. 100%.
Exactly. Do what you want. That's what we're
Do
saying.
what you want.
Yeah.
Just be good.
100%.
Have fun.
hmm So I didn't really like uni. I know I just
Nah.
switched topic real quick, but I
You
didn't.
went to 2. You did
Yeah.
a year at Notre Dame.
I
and
did
then
do
a
a
day
year.
at Murdoch.
Yeah, so I did a bridging course for 6 months, and then I did sports science for 6 months.
Yeah.
Wasn't really for me.
Nah.
Made
I
some
hate my
great
sports
mates.
science class.
Yeah, I made some great mates, and I had a pretty good time, but the distance was big for me. I had
Yeah, it's a
to catch
long
the
trek.
train. I had to wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning and train for over an hour.
Yeah.
2 different train lines. It's just a pain in the ass, really.
Yeah, it's not good, man.
And I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do, so
Yeah, it's kind of like just there just because.
yeah. And then I switched unis at the start of the year.
Yeah.
Went to Murdoch for a day, and said, "Nah, it's not for me."
Yeah.
Picked up a job, and been working there, and now obviously knees bunged, so
Crippled, mate.
very crippled, and just chilling at the moment, trying to recover, and then get back to work, and then hopefully something kicks off, and
Hopefully this takes off, mate.
bang bang.
It should be good.
Hopefully, mate.
Now, I've been working on a scientific theory for years. I reckon
Mhm.
ever since I got to high school.
Yeah.
It really kicked off about year 8 or 9. So I'd look around and obviously at school there's lots of sisters.
Yeah.
Couples of sisters. And I started to always notice that if there were 2 sisters,
Mhm.
the younger sister is always hotter than the older sister.
Really.
Now, I just want to, there might be some older sisters getting a bit annoyed. I just want to put a disclaimer. If there's 3 sisters, it does
Mhm.
get more complicated.
Okay.
It doesn't necessarily apply.
Right.
And sometimes the older sister is hotter.
So it could be like 80% of the time.
Yeah, I want to say 80% of the time the younger sister will be hotter. In a 2-sister family, the younger sister will be hotter than the older sister.
Right.
Obviously, there are
Exceptions.
where there's elite families where
Okay.
all the girls are hot.
Yeah.
There might be 2 hot sisters, 3 hot sisters, whatever. I'm not talking about them.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Put them aside.
if you had 5 sets
Mm-hmm.
of sisters,
4 of the younger sisters would be hotter.
be hotter. I really strongly believe it. And you might think, nah, bullshit. But if you just start
thinking about,
of sisters you know.
let's say high school.
And even if you have 3 sisters, I want to say that because obviously that means there's an older, middle, and younger.
Maybe it could be the middle.
The older one, the middle one will be hotter than the older one.
Yeah.
And then I don't know about the younger one. I haven't theorised that far yet.
Well,
I maybe need to get some scientists.
Or you just need to meet more families that have 3 sisters.
I really want to trademark it or something. Actually, I want to do it now just in case someone hears it.
So you're going to
copyright, trademark it under my name, Dylan.
Mm-hmm.
Don't, like it's mine.
So you're copywriting that
theory, anything to do with that, do not touch it.
Younger
I'm
sisters
taking it somewhere.
Are always hotter than older sisters.
Dylan Sacamano, 2019, 2:44 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
What's the date?
It is
18th October. Done.
Boom.
I'm taking it. But yeah, I strongly believe it. If you just sit back and start thinking, if you know families with 2 sisters in it, once you start to actually rattle it off, you'll be like, the younger one's hotter. Even if they're like, say both sisters aren't attractive to you, you don't rate them, the younger one will still be better than the older one if you had to rate them.
And this is just on a looks basis.
Yeah, I'm just basing it on looks right now. Yeah. It's a looks theory.
Okay.
But it's I strongly believe it. I'm passionate about it.
Well, prior to the podcast, we were just talking about people who we know. So we based it on high school. Sisters.
And just people we know, sisters.
And majority of the younger ones were hotter than
it worked,
the older ones.
100%.
Yeah.
And you really just need to just think about sisters, and you might struggle to think of them at first.
Yeah.
Then once you think of a few, you'll be
starts flowing.
You're like, younger one, boom, and then you start realising that it's on.
And if people disagree with this, send us through a photo of both of them and we'll be the
judges.
Yep.
But yeah, it's something I'm really passionate about, and I've been studying it for years.
Yeah, I know you have. You've mentioned it a few times. I've never agreed until before the podcast.
Yeah.
We were rattling off names and I was agreeing.
Yeah.
And I'd say, about 80% of the time,
definitely,
that was the case.
Because obviously, like I said, there's elite families where the parents just produce golden girls, in respect to that.
Yeah.
And like I said, when there's 3 sisters, it can get more complicated, a bit muddled, three's a crowd. But, the younger sister will be hotter.
Wow.
80% of the time, 4 out of 5.
Yeah.
Just think about it, study it, think of every sister you know, get back to us, because it's true. I'm putting it out there.
There you go. He's trademarked
it. It's my new theory, scientific. I'm going to take it, when we're like big and famous, I'll get some scientists and we'll
But the scientists would need a similar scale to yours as in terms of good looks.
Yeah.
Because some people can find certain people attractive.
Yeah.
Our scale could be different to someone else.
I'll just base it off mine.
Yeah.
I'm the definitive scale of women.
So they'll collect people and you will rank them.
I'm the definitive scale.
It'll be like in prison when they've got the 10 people lined up and then you got to choose one.
Yeah, like my scale of women is the true form.
Is the true form of women.
Maybe. We'll just go with that. For my theory.
In your head,
anyway, yeah.
Okay.
Definitely for this theory.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, if it's your theory...
Yeah, I set the rules.
Yeah, exactly. It's
it's true. Like you said, when we start rattling the names off, you go,
Just pause the podcast and do it in your head.
Think of sisters you know.
Yeah.
Go on Instagram, Facebook, whatever.
Have you done this theory of brothers, or you're not looking at it that way?
No, I haven't really thought about the brother side of it. But I could.
So maybe we get a girl to do that.
Yeah, I could be open to exploring that though. Maybe a girl. It would be good to see if it works with men. I reckon it probably would translate. I reckon.
Younger brothers, you and your brother?
Yeah, I reckon I'm definitely better looking than him.
There you go.
I've got him
it's
easy.
100% so far.
So I reckon it's 100%. And with obviously you and your sister, you can't. It's too hard to you can't judge it. So if it's like brother sister, just disregard it. But, if you have 2 sisters, just see who's hotter.
Maybe it's the opposite for men. Who knows?
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't studied men before.
Yeah, neither. So.
But I've been studying this for a while. I wish it was a course at uni. Maybe I could start it or something. Genetics. That's probably is a course at uni.
Yeah, genetics.
But my own sort of take on it.
Yeah.
And I just
you think of Pythagoras theorem.
Yeah.
Pythagoras came up with that.
Mine's
didn't
better already.
The Sacramento theorem.
Mine's way more fun.
Yeah, it's more fun, and it's probably more useful.
Mate, it's way more useful.
Yeah.
How to deal with hot sisters is way more useful than whatever Pythagoras is on about. I don't know what that is really. Mathematical stuff.
Yeah. And we haven't had to use it once.
Nah, but this hot sister thing stay with you for life.
Yeah.
Like if you even,
topic of conversation.
Yeah, it's just something to talk about, think about. Bring it up at family dinners, I'm so certain, man.
That's a bit touchy, family dinners.
I really think it's true.
There you go.
Yeah.
Another topic we wanted to talk about today is worst job experiences.
Yeah. We've both been in and out.
We've worked a lot of jobs.
I'm pretty bad with jobs, which is why
Yeah.
we're going after this, because I can't work normally.
Yeah, like a
We've
normal.
both been in and out of a lot of jobs.
We have. You did tell me a story once about you door knocking for a roller door.
Ozshut.
Ozshut.
So that was probably my I reckon I've had 8 jobs.
Right, about the same as me. Yeah.
Same as you. And yeah, Ozshut was by far the most shittest day of my life. Like, so they kind of reel you in. Like, they make you wear button-up pants, and you're thinking like, oh, I'm gonna get an alright job here.
It's a bit professional, yeah.
Interview went well, blah blah blah. They say you're going to be a part of the PR team or something.
Okay,
and I'm thinking, all right. Then drive out to the fucking middle of nowhere.
Mm-hmm. Did they tell you that you were going to be door knocking before? Right, they reeled you in. Yep.
So first day, you're out there. I knew it was a warning sign when I got in. I heard that they get new people in every few weeks. And I was like, uh-oh. So we drove out to like a place, it's like Sandy, but it's residential. They're building new houses there.
Yeah.
And then they drop you off at a corner and they go, all right, off you go. So I was with some Indian fella.
Yep.
And you literally just go to every house, knock on the door and try and sell them shutters. And it was just the scummiest fucking thing I've ever done.
Did you get a purchase or no?
No, so what happens is, this is how they work it. You've got to get them to say, basically okay, and then a bigger guy comes back at like 6 o'clock that night and goes in and talks to them about it. So you just got to get like the initial
You're the
entry
bait,
level.
bro.
Yeah. And then like it was just so shit, like just endless houses, talking shit to people, feeding them lies.
How long was it? Like 8 hours
all
or something?
day, man. 8 hours. I didn't get home till like 7 o'clock that night. And then like I had the shittest chicken treat for lunch, wherever the fuck that area was.
It was just a bad day.
And then like a sandstorm happened.
Really?
Literally when I was working, and it was just in my eye, on my skin, just hurting. And I sat on the corner and I was like just not wanting to do anything.
Yeah.
But the Indian guy was he's like, come on, let's go.
Yeah.
You take that house, I'll take this house.
Yeah.
We walked past one guy who's in his front yard, and I was like, I said something like, oh, do you want some shutters? However, I went about it. And he basically called him shit. And I was like, oh, fair enough, man.
Yeah.
I just walked off, and then the Indian guy was like, you didn't get a sale there because you didn't tell him about the new and improved shutters we have.
He thinks they're shit, bro.
Fuck up, mate. Like, they're just shitty shutters. We tried to sell. There was some girl, and she's like, oh, they're really ugly. I don't want them.
Yeah.
And the Indian guy's being all desperate there, trying to be like, no, but they're come in different colours. And I'm like, geez, fucking embarrassing, bro. Like, it was the most
Just
beta
leave it.
virgin job ever. Like, if you're a door knocker at Ozshut, I can have a crack because I've done it. You're a fucking loser. Get a life. Get a new job. Quit.
Yeah.
Seriously, it's better being on Centrelink.
Yep.
I am on Centrelink with uni.
Mm-hmm.
Go to uni and study something you hate.
Yep.
It is better than door knocking and wasting your fucking life. Piece of shit job.
Yeah. I've had a
You've
bad
had some
one.
nightmare ones, mate. You've had some physical,
tormenting jobs. This is probably why the knee is like it is now.
Go on. I want you to tell them about
The worst one, bro.
like with the zombies.
I'll tell you that one, bro.
That one.
So it was
is
at a place called Milne Feeds. Now it's an animal feeds place. So it's like horse pellets, basically just horse pellets.
Oh, and I quit after one day at Ozshut, just so everyone knows.
Yeah.
I quit that night.
Yeah.
Anyway, continue.
So I quit after one day as well.
Yeah.
But basically, it was, I can't remember exactly when the time was, but it was like a 40-degree day.
Yeah.
So anyway, I went for my induction on the Monday, and I got told that I'd be there for like 8 weeks or something. It was coming up to Christmas, I think, last year.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I remember.
And, it's a tradie type job, so you're in tradie gear. And I rocked up on day one, and it was the induction, and I was in like the offices. It was pretty fancy, and he was saying, you'll be doing this, you'll be doing that. It seemed pretty straightforward.
It's all right.
And it was like, I don't know, 25 an hour or something. But for me back then, it was decent, okay? So I was not scared. I was just anxious about it because I didn't know who I was going to be with.
As you would be.
He said, it's a great team. Great team. Anyway, I rock up. I had to wake up at 5 o'clock, be there for 6 start. And I rocked up. It was a really cold morning because, in summer mornings, they're cold.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Then it
up.
comes in at like 10 or something. I feel
Crazy. So it was like a 40-degree heat day. and I'm lugging around 20 kilo animal feed bags, right? And we had one break for 15 minutes. I think it was illegal because I worked like 10 hours that day. So you get them on your shoulders, onto a pallet, grab another one, onto the pallet, grab another one, onto the pallet, and you do it for 10 hours with a 15-minute break. And the people that were working with me, there was a black guy, I think he was African. He said that he was from Somalia, I'm pretty sure. But he was a big guy, right?
And there were some other big boys there too, wasn't there?
There was a big New Zealander, there was a big Chinese guy.
Workhorses?
And there was like the animal Australian guy. But big workhorses. And I'm a small fella. I'm 5'10", 5'11" on a good day.
Yeah.
And
I'm 5'11", 6 on a good day if I'm lucky.
yeah, and I'm not huge.
Yeah.
Like I'm not the biggest build.
Yeah.
And these guys were doing it with ease. Like pinky finger, just throwing 20 kilo bags onto the pallet. They had to be stacked correctly as well. Then you had to wrap them. Anyway.
And those zombies you were saying.
Zombies, because they do this every day, they were begging for overtime. It was strange, bro. And they were walking around and they were like, "Oh man, how are you going?
Oh man, just
you're the new guy, aren't you?" And
just kills you inside, doesn't it, man?
And then I was just like, "Oh, it's going to be a long day. It's going to be a bloody long day." And then they were like, "So you walk over to the machine and you get up the 20 kilo bag of animal feed and you throw it onto the pallet. I'll show you the right stacking way."
Man.
And then I did it for the whole day.
I remember you called me. You were like, "Deal, I got to get out of here."
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure I might have cried. There
You
was
got a rash from...
Bro, the rash.
That was dirty,
Bro.
It looked like you had AIDS or
I had AIDS on my shoulder, bro.
Was...
So, because my shirt, it was a hot day, sweat, shirt, and like I was only doing it on the one shoulder, on my right shoulder.
Yeah.
So, apparently, I think I worked it out to be 7 tons I lifted in the one day.
Yeah, just
because we did a certain amount of pallets, and I worked it out back then because I was mad.
Yeah.
Anyway, popped it on my shoulder, and I pulled my shirt off to have a shower that night, and I had all these red dots. And then they started getting bigger, and like my whole shoulder and pretty much arm was covered. I think you saw it, didn't you?
Yeah.
And it was covered, and then like a couple of days after, they turned into like pimples. They were pussy and shit.
And didn't you say they were like the people when they got offered overtime, they would just jump at it like
because I think they weren't earning enough money.
Yeah.
And
they'd get offered and just...
They didn't have many skills for other
Yeah.
jobs, I don't think. And yeah, they said, "Oh boys, do you want to work overtime?" And it's in like a really hot... I think they were cleaning out the animal feed machine, which is up in the air, and you...
Oh, didn't you... They want to make you do that?
They wanted
like,
me to do it, and I
that.
said, "I'm not trained to do that. You're not making me do that."
What was it, up in a... Like,
so it was like a big shaft, a bit... It's hard to explain. Like
a
really big cylinder high up. You got to climb...
Like 20, 30 metres? 50?
I don't know the measurement.
But like...
Think like an AFL goalpost.
Oh, so like high enough, yeah.
The top of the AFL goalpost.
Yeah,
and you got to climb a ladder on the inside, like a sewerage type ladder, you know what I'm talking about? Ninja Turtle style, up to the top. And then you had like a big brush and you had to clean all the grease and the animal pellets.
Fuck that.
Yeah, and I said, "I'm not trained to do that." I remember I rang Mum on my break and I said, "Look, they're trying to make me do this. I'm already nearly in tears and this job isn't for me."
Yeah.
And I rang the people who hired me and I said, "Look," oh no, this was after work.
Yeah.
And I was tossing up whether to quit or not because I really needed the money at that stage.
Yeah.
And I said, "Look, I'm going to get real sad and depressed and physically hurt because my shoulder turned into, gorilla shoulder." And, I threw in the towel and I said, "Look, this job's not for me. Job's not for me."
Plenty of jobs.
They ended up calling me and saying, "Why did you quit?" And I said, "Have you seen the size of me compared to them?" And they go, "Well, that shouldn't mean anything." And I said, "Well, it does when it's 20 kilo
100%.
bags, 7 tons on a 70 kilo kid."
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
And it's just like those jobs just fucking kill you
They
inside.
eat you
That's not
alive.
what we're meant to do as people.
No.
It doesn't make you happy.
Those jobs, there should be machines doing those jobs because that was done in the fucking
humans, bro.
1820s, bro.
Not humans, bro. That's slave labour.
That's exactly how I described it to Dad.
Yeah.
I said there's slaves in there. I was actually sorry for the blokes in there.
Yeah.
By the way, a couple of them couldn't speak English,
Yeah.
so I wasn't able to talk to anyone, and it was really loud in there. I've got hay
Just
fever
isolation,
too.
bro.
Dusty, in a small dirt-floored shed.
Yeah.
No air conditioning, 40-degree day.
Bro, like what pigs get treated and
It was
shit, you know?
basically a pig shed.
Fucking...
Pigs in a pig shed, doing pig jobs for a pig company.
Getting shit money compared to what
you're doing. They should be getting paid 60 an hour, to be honest.
Yeah, and we've had a few other jobs each.
My first job was Donut King.
Yeah, mine was Kmart.
Yep, so pretty standard jobs.
Yeah.
I lasted, I think, 3 or 4 months at Donut King. I said, I was just getting really sad before work, and I'd say to them, "Oh, look, I don't want to go into work.
That was the first time we've probably.
That was like when our friendship properly started.
Donut King,
and we had a party that night.
Yeah, it was elite.
And I saw you walking past, or you saw me. Yeah, and we had a quick chat. Let's see at the party tonight, bro.
Yeah, it was good.
We weren't that close back then.
Nah, but I think that definitely started it. I remember.
Yeah. And I was obviously having a shit time because I hated that place. And
shithole.
As soon as I saw you, I was like, "Oh, my mate from school."
Happy, yeah.
And then like we became mates pretty much that night.
Through shit jobs.
So, yeah, you know, people say
find what you like. You should never work what you don't want to do. Like, don't. If you're not happy doing it, it's just fuck it off.
But I feel like I've had to work these jobs to figure out I don't want to do this.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I've done the same.
I want to grind hard to do something that I'm going to enjoy.
Yeah.
Or at least not hate.
100%.
And I've heard a lot of people say, especially older people, they say, "Oh, job's a job."
Yeah, that's what my parents. Not necessarily my parents. My brother says it.
Yeah, a job's a job
because he's a mechanic.
There's shit jobs.
Hard too. Fuck that.
Shit jobs and good jobs.
Exactly.
You'd rather do a good job. So a job isn't just a job.
You'd rather have a good job like Kyle and Jackie O do, mate.
Kyle and Jackie O.
Massive fucking deal.
39 grand per day they work. So they do a 3.5 hour radio shift.
Was that just announced? Was that a new deal?
Yeah, yesterday. Yeah. So this is pretty trending. So 39k. They worked it out to be 7 to 8 million each per year. So the radio station is forking out 39,000 each for a 3.5 hour set.
It's just it's not even Australia wide, I don't think. Is it? I don't hear
it does
that much. I don't really listen to the radio though, to be honest.
I don't know who Kiss FM is lined up to over here, but I do hear them.
Yeah, but they're obviously some big radio presenters, Kyle and Jackie, but they're massive money.
Huge.
What was it a year?
8 million. So it's a 3-year deal.
And they just get to talk shit on radio, having the best time. Whenever I see clips of them, man, they're just having a laugh.
So take away tax and stuff like that. So 8, 16, 24 over 3 years. So 24 mil. Let's say they get 20 million. 20 million in 3 years for talking
on the radio, bro.
Incredible. And Jackie O, what does she do? Like I know
it's all Kyle. She's just like the
mediator. Because Kyle says the crazy stuff.
She's kind of just there. She's actually, I kind of like her, to be honest. I think I have a little crush on Jackie O.
Really?
A little bit, yeah. I don't know. She's going on me.
Well, maybe we send that to Jackie O. Dylan has a crush on you, Jackie O.
I'd like to meet ya.
Meet ya.
I reckon she'd like me.
Yeah.
She likes Kyle. I mean...
True.
She must be fucking pretty open to anything.
I think you're similar to Kyle in a few ways.
So, yeah.
You say some pretty outlandish things. Yeah.
That hasn't stopped him from earning $8 million.
Crazy, bro.
It's respect, though. Doing what he loves, living the good life.
And people have tried to shut him down for things he said. He has said some stupid things.
Man.
But at the end of the day, that's him.
He's doing more than what those people trying to bring him down are. They're just losers, bro. Other people who try to bring others down.
100%. They've got nothing better to do.
Losers, bro.
Nothing better
Sad
to do.
loners.
It's like when we get some comments on videos saying, "Oh, this is trash," or "That's trash," or "You're
Doesn't
bad."
matter what you say.
Yeah, because we're doing it. You're sitting at home.
Day, bro.
You're sitting at home watching us.
He can watch me on Ellen when he's at home with his mum watching Ellen, eating fucking microwave dinner.
Or popcorn.
And he'll be so angry that I'm on Ellen, hugging Ellen, bro. She just loves us.
And then he'll still be messaging us.
Good.
Or he'll be crawling back for a bit of fame.
Bro. But yeah, respect to Kyle and Jackie O. Massive radio deal.
Massive deal, bro.
Living the good life, bro.
And, you know... That's huge. That's the goal.
That's really...
They're just talking to people, having phone calls, you know, thinking of good, funny ideas.
All day.
Insane. Absolutely insane.
Yeah. And then, so earlier today... Yep. I went to Bunnings, right?
Okay, yep.
And...
what were you going to Bunnings for?
Well, a few months ago, we got, there were some mice. And we caught them with mouse traps. And then there was another one last night. And then Mum goes, "Oh, you can buy this thing at Bunnings. You put it in your kitchen, and it lets off this crazy sound wave that."
Then they ran away.
Yeah, like it fucks with their brain, like the frequency.
Okay. Yep.
and then they can't come within like 60-meter radius of the it just like messes with them.
But can you hear it, or is it just
silence of humans? But I tested it,
yeah,
and the sound is ridiculous. Like I pressed the test button, and the sound because if you press test button to know that it's working, it lets off an actual sound that we can hear, and it was like really bad. Like I was like, this is fucked. So it lets off a sound that we can't hear, but they hear anyway, and it keeps them away. Because I fucking hate mice. That's like a massive thing for me.
Scary. They're so small, but
I hate them, bro.
So
I get frightened. Like
dirty animals.
I hope, like all the climate change people, I hope the climate changes really badly and we get rid of mice. Like I hope God can't be real because he wouldn't have made those. Like I hate mice, bro. Anyway, so go to Bunnings to get that.
Yeah.
My mum smokes, so she goes, "Can you buy me a packet of cigarettes on the way home?"
Right.
So then I've thought, well, now I have to go to Bunnings, buy the mouse thing, fucking rodents, bruv. And then I went to Woolies, to the shop, to get cigarettes.
Had to make another trip.
And then I thought, my life would be a lot easier if Bunnings sold cigarettes.
Yep, it would be.
And then I thought about it, I was like, it's genius, right? Because think of all the tradies and stuff that, obviously, I'm guessing a lot of them would smoke, because that's where Smoko comes from.
Yeah.
They could go to Bunnings, get their paint, get their wood, get their whatever your trade needs, and get your Winnie Blues at the counter, man. Like, it's 2 in 1.
You think it's genius?
I think it's genius. Even drive-through cigarettes, so you don't have to get out of the car.
Interesting,
Pop the ID up.
A bit lazy, but whatever.
Get your Winfield Blues.
I'm not a smoker, so I wouldn't really know.
I'm not a smoker either.
Yeah, so...
yeah. Yeah, and also, for some reason, I don't know, whenever I buy cigarettes, I just feel like a scum.
Yeah.
I don't know why. But I just feel really scummy getting them. Like it's not even for me. But and I don't even necessarily have anything against them or people who smoke. Like I don't care personally, but I just feel like a scum.
Maybe like a stigma around them, and you just
when I buy it, I'm like, fuck. I don't want people to think I'm buying them for me. Like,
true.
That's how I feel.
Yeah.
There's lots of other things you can buy and you feel okay about.
Like extra large condoms.
Yeah, like they're obviously we need them, and it's just That's all right.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Bunnings should really have a look into that. If you know anyone, just get your little cigarette license.
The only negative would be like if someone does buy a couple planks of wood or something, they spark up a cigarette.
I know.
Wood goes on fire.
Bang.
Bunnings explodes.
Down.
Goes out with a bang.
I guess there's a lot of things that could happen.
Yeah.
But I don't mind it. I think it'd work. And it would have made my trip a little bit easier today as well.
True. You just wasted a bit more petrol, a bit more fuel.
A bit more time. I had to get out the car, to park.
Think of the things you could have done in that 20 minutes detour.
I did get to reverse park, which I love doing.
You do love a reverse park.
I want to put it out. I reckon I'm probably one of the best in the world at it. I wish there was a world championship for reverse parking. I reckon I'd medal at least. I'd get bronze or silver. I reckon I could medal.
I reckon when I've been in the car with you, probably reverse parked 30 times.
Yeah.
You failed once.
Yeah, one time.
You got it the second time.
Yeah, but usually I can nail it first time.
But parallel you don't do.
Nah. Don't even think about it, bro. I hate parallel parking. It stresses me. Like, if I'm driving down a street
and there's
a parallel thing, and there's a car behind me, I'm like, fuck, I can't do this.
You just keep driving?
Yeah, I'd rather not park there, bro.
Park 4 streets away.
Yeah, I can't parallel park. And I don't want to try to park and keep fucking up, because then the car behind you's thinking, this fucking idiot. Like, I hate people like that when they're trying to park and they can't. And it's just like, I'm
holding
judging
up
them
everyone.
so hard. I'm like, you're such a loser. Can you go park where you can park?
Right.
Like, they should have little gates and like at parking spots, and if you take too long, the gate just shoots up and you got to move.
You know what I reckon? I reckon you should have a button, so there's like a little laser in your car, and you can direct the laser with like a toggle, like PS4 toggle stick, and you direct it to the parking spot that's vacant. You press it,
and it does it for you.
No, so it's a magnet, and it pulls your car into the space. So it'll just lift it off the ground and go, whoop.
No worries.
Pulls it into the space. That's parallel parking done simplified.
That's the future, mate.
Yeah.
Flying cars and shit. Well, they reckon that's what.
How about like the driverless cars?
Yeah,
they're trying to get
Teslas
those in
and stuff. They also have seen Uber got the flying Ubers. Have you seen that on the news? They're going to try and release it next year or the year after.
I haven't looked into it, but yeah, I've heard about it.
How much that shit would cost? Imagine getting it on a night home. How much does an Uber cost trying to come home
just
from
fly
Northbridge?
home?
Just get a little Uber Air.
That'd be pretty cool.
Probably like $200, probably more.
Who knows? If they get made in bulk, maybe it'll be hell cheap.
But that would be pretty sick.
Would be.
But would all the drivers still be Indian? I'm wondering.
Oh. Not all Uber drivers are Indian.
Most so.
98%.
So would they all have to learn to get their pilot license now? Is that what they'd turn to? Would you see an influx of Indian pilots in the world because they really love being taxi? Or would it, like, I don't know what race really dominate the aviation industry, to be honest. I don't know.
Whites.
You reckon?
I think so.
So will we see white?
A lot of the pilots that I've seen have been white. Like even going to Bali and stuff. That's not a racist thing. It's just my personal experience. I've seen more white pilots. Yeah. But then Sylvester, who's our friend from school, Asian guy,
Asian man.
He's learning to be a pilot, and I've heard that he's pretty damn good. So there you go.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Nothing matters.
Everything's fake and nothing matters.
Didn't Freddie Mercury say nothing even matters?
Yeah.
Or nothing
See, he
really
knew what was going on. Maybe I'm connecting with him when I think that shit.
Yeah.
Because that's a thought he put out into the universe that other people have put.
Yeah.
And it just radiates around, you know?
Mm.
Yeah.
Radiation of thoughts. It's a powerful thing.
It's a very powerful thing.
Very powerful.
This podcast will do really well, I think.
Very powerful podcast.
Powerful podcast. Good theories.
Yeah.
I just really enjoyed it.
Another thing I wanted to say is, what's your favourite chocolate? Because we've got the favourites box behind us. Old Gold is a dark chocolate. I don't rate dark chocolate that highly.
No.
Off to work, Dad?
Yeah, you're not recording.
No, we are recording, but it's all good.
Yeah, it's all good.
You're not in the shot.
You can always edit it.
No, we won't cut it out. We're authentic, Dad.
We're not fake.
Dad's off to work tonight. Hit him up. John Lennon Entertainment.
DJ John Lennon.
DJ John
Elite.
Lennon. Quiz nights. Weddings. No weddings anymore. Scrap that. Marriage celebrant. If anyone's getting married.
Commentator.
Bingo nights. Musical bingo. You enjoying that plug, Dad?
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah, no worries, mate.
Multi-talented.
Dad actually did the intro for our podcast.
Yeah. We use it forever.
If you're wondering who that is my father, John Lennon Entertainment.
We'll use it forever. I had
We
a
will.
thought.
Yeah?
I lost it.
It's gone. You dropped it.
It's gone.
It's gone. Was it really good?
I think it might have been alright.
Oh, no.
Nah, it's alright. It wasn't meant to be.
Wasn't meant to
It'll
be?
come back.
If it's meant to be, it'll be.
Tune, I love that song.
You do. Is it still in like your top few songs?
Oh, I don't play it that much anymore, but I enjoy when it comes on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have fun, boys.
See ya.
See ya.
Have a good one.
Yeah, I enjoy when it comes on because it takes me back to that time.
Yeah.
And I really loved it. And I'm like, that was a really good time in my life.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was perfect.
Yeah. I rate that. I respect
But
it.
yeah. Aviation.
Aviation.
The universe.
Flights.
John Lennon.
Conspiracy theory. MH370. That's a big one. Maybe we do a podcast on that.
We could talk about that. I was going to say get the pilot on, but nah.
Oh.
Nah. He won't be coming on.
Oh.
Get an aviation person in here.
Could do.
The guy, that guy who landed the plane in the Hudson River? Have you seen that movie?
No.
Called Sully. And he
Really?
landed a plane on the river, bro, because it was like...
That's
fucking
crazy.
up. Yeah. Shout out him. I think I watched the movie. Tom Hanks played him. Great actor, Tom Hanks.
I've seen that. I've seen a movie where Tom Hanks plays Sully.
That's
wait,
probably
wait,
it,
is the
then.
movie called Sully?
Yeah.
I've seen it.
Yeah,
Wait, what does
yeah,
he do? He lands the plane on Hudson River.
Yeah, in New York.
I've seen the movie, but I
Yeah.
can't remember that happening.
It does,
And is
bro.
that the main part of the
That's
movie?
the very start of the movie. It's the main part.
Maybe I've missed the
seen
start
it?
or something.
Shout out Tom Hanks, great actor.
I don't actually rate the start of movies. Like,
Yeah.
the first 2-3 minutes of a movie ends up being a 15-minute intro,
Yeah.
and it's a waste.
I know what
Most
you mean.
of the time. If a movie starts off like that,
Yeah.
fair enough. But if it's like if it's a rom-com or a comedy
Yeah.
in general, it'll just start off with like panning streets,
I know
like
what you
the
mean.
neighborhood.
Generic. Yeah.
And then like people would be like, it would be like a family shot and something's happening in the family, and the dog's licking someone's balls because there's meat down his pants,
Yeah,
cheaper by the
peanut butter.
dozen, stuff like that. Just generic
My thought
movies.
came back to me. The universe brought it back.
Beautiful.
So when you ask people what their favourite chocolate is,
Yep.
I'm interested in that. What's your favourite chocolate?
I go through phases.
Same.
When I was a lot younger, I used to like mint chocolates,
Yeah.
but then I changed. Kit Kat. I'm a big fan of Kit
Kit
Kats.
Kat's good.
I used to
Kit
like
Kat.
I used to like Snickers a fair bit.
Yeah.
What else? I do like white chocolate.
Yeah.
It's an underrated chocolate.
Yeah, it's good.
What else?
Because
what
I was
about
thinking, well, when you asked what's for what's their favourite chocolate. I also want to know, what did you have for lunch today? I want to
That's
know,
a good one.
I like knowing, because different households have different meals, different dinners,
very
different. So I just want to know what everyone had for lunch today. Let me know.
I had chocolate for lunch today.
Yeah, a lot. I had a pizza from Domino's. It was pretty average.
Yeah.
And then my favourite chocolate, I think I'm going to go with you on the Kit Kat. I'm a pretty big
Really?
fan of it.
I'm
Also,
a
like,
big
lately
Kit
I've
Kat.
been liking Freddo Frogs with the strawberry inside.
I like filled chocolate.
Yeah.
Yep, 100%.
Yeah.
I've never really been a big cherry ripe fan.
Yeah, I don't mind it. I can down it. But
I can down it, but
Yeah.
I'm not going to have it when I want. Like,
What's your favourite movie?
can't choose. I mean, I love
There's
the
a lot.
In-Betweeners. It's a great
amazing.
In-Betweeners, good movie. I like the Benchwarmers when I was a kid.
Yeah,
That was a good
I watched
movie.
that the other day.
I don't know. I've seen a lot of movies.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
So it's hard to like narrow it down.
It is hard.
But that's the truth, really. Like, you asked what my favourite song is, I'm not going to be able to tell you.
I don't know. I can't name that. That is tough.
It's really hard. I feel like people who have a favourite movie, a favourite song, a favourite this, a favourite that, are a bit psycho.
Yeah, too focused on it.
Too focused on it.
Because there's a lot of movies you can love.
Yeah.
You know, I love lots of movies.
Movies are good. Good for
Movies
the soul.
are good. Shout out Wolf of Wall Street.
That's a good movie.
Yeah, I rate that.
Mm-hmm.
I'd love to live that. We will, maybe. Maybe not as crazy, because I don't want to go to jail like he did. I
Yeah.
wouldn't work well in jail.
Oh my, bro. I'm just touching myself right now.
Shave legs.
No, but I'm really numb.
Oh, really?
I'm really, really numb. And I think, like, the anesthetic... That's crazy. I can't explain it. But I actually haven't looked at my wound, because I don't like to look at the stitches and the blood and all that stuff.
It'll be nasty, bro.
It'll be dirty. I've seen photos of it before, and it doesn't look great. So I'll have to look forward to that next
You'll
week.
probably throw up.
Probably
Crazy, bro.
We would normally record on a Wednesday, but next week I've got to go and get this checked.
Yeah, that's alright.
So maybe we do Friday next week again.
Yeah.
And yeah, we'll get it out to you on Monday. Just
Monday
like this
day,
one.
Monday weekly upload, that's the day.
Yeah.
Be ready.
Exactly.
Enjoy.
Set your timer. Tell your mates, because we want this to grow.
Monday, 5 or 6, 4, 5, 6, whenever. Get you home from work.
100%. It's just going to be good.
Or even Tuesday morning if you can't make it that night on the way to work.
Just any time before the next one comes out.
Yeah, just so you keep up to date with
That's the thing.
the world, what's going on, our
It's
lives.
out there for you. You can listen whenever you want, really.
Spotify,
Apple
Apple Play,
iTunes,
iTunes.
yeah, Google Podcasts, whatever that is.
Probably YouTube, obviously.
Anchor, that's the
Just whatever, man.
yeah,
Wherever.
wherever.
Whatever's easier for you.
Exactly, bro. I think we're pretty much out of things to talk about now.
Yeah.
We do have a list ready for the next one, and we also have a guest coming on very soon. We'll have to organise a date
Wolfie.
with
Andrew
Wolfie.
Wolf.
Maybe we can call it the Wolf of Perth
Wolf
Street,
of- yeah.
Wall Street. I don't know. We'll work it
Whatever.
out. But yeah, Andrew Wolf coming on. This was us. Thank you very much.
Thank
This was
you.
episode 3.
Perth's #1 podcast.
First number on
The
podcast.
Jamo and Dylan Show.
Signing out. Love yous.
Have a good day.
Bye.